Hi, everybody. Okay, so I've been doing these a lot more lately than usual. But because I try to look at all the storylines from a lot of different angles, and then also whenever I say extra, I can add stuff I usually don't talk about. So here we go. And also I get to highlight people I don't normally talk about as well. So that's why Lucas Adams gets my hashtag because I haven't been really focusing on him lately. Um, and there's kind of reason for that. And I've kind of touched on this in previous videos, but I'm going to expand on what I initially said here. Okay, so Noah Newman. Couple key things you got to know about the character here. Um, you can tell by the name he's a legacy character, and legacy just means that it's a character that's usually a child of a main family, and so you would think that they would be on the soap opera for a long time and used as such. However, um, for the longest time, ever since Rory Gibson played Noah Newman, they have used him very, very sparingly. Now, I think that's why, in my opinion, that Rory Gibson moved on to GH to play the new Michael Corinthos Jr., Michael, because he was being completely underutilized on Y&R. Okay, now I talked about this in a video a long time ago that I was happy to see they had recast the character of Noah. However, I did point out that I hope they really use him to his full potential. And I still don't think that's right I still don't think they're doing that because, okay, so to give you guys a little backstory as to when Lucas Adams took over, Noah comes back to town and it's like a new person and his face is all bandaged up. They give him the storyline that he was in an accident, quote unquote. And that's why his face is completely different. Uh, spoiler, it's also what they do when there's a recast. Um, so, okay. And then they give him the storyline that he's involved with an older woman, a married older woman, and she's got a checkered past, to say the least, and she's involved with a bad dude. Turns out to be Matt Clark, and we all know the story of Matt Clark. Okay, so then I'm like, okay, this might be cool. And then it was a no-go. They kept him in the relationship with Sienna, and they have not really used him to his full potential because all he does is he's there, but he feels like he should do more. But the parents want to protect him, so they don't let him do too much. And I'm like, okay, what's the point of having this guy on if you're gonna baby him? Like, give him a good storyline. Which, okay, this dovetails into, and let me just explain something. Whenever I highlight something and don't really talk about something else, it doesn't mean I'm giving shade to anybody else. Just for clarity's sake. Okay, Joshua Morrow is a wonderful actor. Wonderful. A number one, A plus, all the things. However, they could have given the same storyline to Lucas Adams and made Noah Newman the star. Okay? And also, I have more stuff to back it up here. Okay? Because you're supposed to believe he ran a nightclub in Vegas and all around the world, right? Okay, so what's to say that he wouldn't be in those kind of circles or something like that? it's more believable that he would do it besides Nick Newman. So anyway, okay, on to other things. Um, the storyline with Patty and everybody that I talked about today, I still love it. Okay, but here's another angle. And also, I want to give Beth Maitland some credit for being Tracy. Now, before I go further, I love her. Okay, so I have to admit that I'm biased here. But the reason I love the actress is because she brings the character really to life. And man, when she was giving Patty the business about how she did whatever with her daughter, Colleen, oh boy, I could feel the fire coming out of her eyes just from her look. So Beth Maitland, whoo, boy. Okay, now, yeah, okay. And then I gotta talk about the wardrobe, which I don't really talk about that much, but it was on point. Okay, so they got Susan Walters Ashby in this like dark blue dress. Looks really simple, except for this like pin, diamond pin with like maybe diamonds and jewels. It was awesome because it was like, kind of like one note and then the pop of the, and I was like, wow, that's awesome. Okay. And then everybody is on board, but I like how they're doing it because everybody in the family had concerns and everybody was being heard. So I appreciate that. And I do appreciate that Abby, a Newman, is actually involved in a storyline with, or an Abbott too. She's a Newman and an Abbott. So I'm glad that she's involved in a family storyline because I know I've been giving you guys a lot of crap for how is she not involved in her family drama, you know? So okay, I gotta give you one on that. Um, okay. Now let's see. What else can I talk about? Hmm. Oh well. Uh, I like that they're kind of veering away from the usual for a couple episodes. Or I don't know how long this is gonna work, how long this is gonna last because when they say multi-episode, it could be 5 to 10 to I don't know, maybe 10. Because well, it depends on a lot. It depends on how long they can actually let it go on before somebody starts going, okay, it's a bit too long. But also, if the actor Burns, has another commitment somewhere else. So, yeah, that's why I don't know about the length of the stay here. Um, and also, I kind of want a short return on this one because I've talked about this ad nauseum, so I'm going to try to not be that redundant. But we've had a woman or person taken storyline a lot. And in the past, they've dragged on too long, in my opinion. So I'd like a quick turnaround on this one. Um, but while I wait, I'm going to enjoy all the acting performances from everybody because they have been aces all week so far. But then also the whole trajectory actually because uh, Stacey Duke has been on there for quite a bit as Patty, and she's been doing a bang up job. So I got to spread the love around. Um, okay, now one thing I kind of find strange is that they had Brighton James in the credits today, like he was going to be on the show, but he wasn't. So I'm confused. Because believe me, I watched the episode back and I didn't see Devon. So maybe they're just telling you that tomorrow he's going to be on. They have done that before. Okay. Oh, while I'm here, Another thing that's curious is that apparently, I'm sorry to tell you guys, I really don't think we're going to get a LGBT storyline for Pride Month this year. I don't know why. I mean, they have been kind of floating around the idea that Mariah might come back, but just because Mariah comes back doesn't mean Tessa's going to be involved. So, yeah, we might have a no-go for this year. Sorry, you guys. Yep. Okay. I think I've covered everything. Yeah, everything I can think of. And everything I usually don't cover. So that's the point of these. All right. Bye, guys.